Here we talk of strength and mass. And we again talk of Agni Tattva. Agni has this second aspect to it, which is called strength or the heat. A strong man has a lot of heat in his body. A weak man has no heat in his body. And where does heat come from? It comes from food. Right? The food that you eat is digested where? In the stomach. Stomach is again fifth house. Leo. And from there, the heat is distributed. So, in the previous slide, you can write down source of energy. In the previous slide, we are seeing source of energy. From where the energy is coming. And in this slide, you write down use of energy. From where it is coming and where it is going. Energy must flow. Energy must flow every day. It comes from one and it goes up. So these are the three exit points for energy. Do you see that? It came from Leo and Aries. And it is exiting from Aries, Capricorn and Scorpio. Scorpio is the own sign, just like Aries is his Mula Trikona. And Capricorn is his exaltation. When you have energy, it depends upon the level of energy you have, Most people have enough energy for 8th house. What is 8th house? Transformation. For transformation every day. For coming back to life, for waking up. You need energy to wake up in the morning. Just like starting a car, When you start a car, how much energy it requires? Subsequently, once it starts running, you don't need much energy to keep it in motion. It is the starting which requires a lot of energy. So in the morning, waking up requires a lot of energy. Most of you will agree with me in this, right? Yeah. You wake up in the morning, you don't feel like getting out of bed, you are rolling on it, right? Your body feels tired. Oh my God, let me hang on for a few more minutes. It's the startup energy, right? What do you say, Sarah? Agreed? So you see, the startup energy can be very, very difficult. You're rolling, falling down. It's difficult. All you have to do is to look at your 8th house. It is the energy that is required to wake up and go to the toilet and cleanse. 8th house is cleansing, right? When you wake up, you feel dirty, you got to brush your teeth, use the toilet, take a bath, all that 8th house energy. You have to do that fast, quickly, and cleanse your system. And then you think about your life. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to study, I need to think, I need to do brain work. And then if you have any energy left, you will put it to work. So these are the three main outputs for energy. And if these three output points are blocked, choked, who can choke? Which planet chokes? Saturn chokes. So take the Lord of this house in any horoscope and see if Saturn has choked him. If Saturn has choked him, that is a problem. Let's take the Lord of this house. In your own horoscope, I want you to do it. Look at the Lord of the 8th house. How many of you have Saturn conjoining or aspecting the Lord of the 8th house? Please put your hands up. Right. All these people have problem waking up in the morning.
What about if it rules the 8th house?
Well, it is 8. 8 is 8. You still conjoined. You still have a problem. Do you see what's happening over there? So don't blame yourself. Tell them this is my chart. What happens if you have the sun conjoining it? You will see they'll get up. They'll be up and about and in time in the morning. Does that happen with you?
My son's in that house, yeah. It wakes me up at 2 o'clock in the morning and then I get up before.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day, right?
No matter what time I go to bed at night.
You wake up and then you're up and you're about and you're done and morning listing duties and all
And
that.
then I want to go back to bed at 10 where Saturn is.
Do you see that? How it happens? When the sun aspects or conjoins the 8th Lord, the person will be up and about in the morning. Do you understand the difference? It is very simple. My 8th Lord is in the 5th house of prayer with the sun. I am up and about in the morning because that is my prayer. I have to be. It is linked to a prayer. So you see, this is how it happens because sun has to do with prayers. And that is how you link your mind to prayers. The 5th house, you see. 5th house is his home, it's his office that you did just now. So if you link your waking up and your morning duties to a prayer, you will wake up in time. That is the only way to do it. Only the sun can beat Saturn. Nobody else can do that. So put yourself on a prayer practice in the morning. That I have to get up, finish my bath and do my mantras in the morning. If you do that, now you're waking up and doing mantras. But what happens if you make a rule that I have to get up and I have to do the sun mantras? Because you can't do sun mantras without a bath. With Saturn or dirt in your body, you can't worship the sun. You do that, you'll have poverty, you'll have financial problems. So you have to take a bath and worship the sun, or even say a prayer to the sun. So when you link the two, you will get up in the morning and take a bath. Okay, so now you know the secret of this. Why they do that. Okay. Now, the first house has to do with the energy required for living, for your protection, for living your life. We need energy to stay alive, to stay awake. We woke up, right? But you need energy to stay awake. Otherwise, if you go to Orissa, you see afternoon 2 o'clock, all red lights on in all government offices, every office. Everybody is having a meeting. How come everybody is having a meeting? They are snoring, you can hear them. The whole state sleeps. 2 to 5, they wake up again. Because they got 8. So what's happening? They don't have enough energy to stay awake. So if Mars is bad in a horoscope, I say, oh, by afternoon this guy is going to sleep. By sleeping in the afternoon, you are making Mars weak. It is showing your Mars is not good enough. You don't have strength in your body. You don't have proper energy system working. It just proves that it doesn't work properly. And the energy to work, 10th house. How much energy is available in your system to work? That will depend upon your 10th house. How much of Mars? I have Ketu exalted. Ketu is the grandfather of Mars. Right? If Mars thinks he can work, Ketu will teach him how he can work. So can you see how much I can work? Right? Sarah seems to be having the laugh of her life.
I said Ketu was the grandfather of Mars.
Yeah. If Mars is bad, Ketu can be horrible. Right? You can keep on and on and on and on. Everybody was yesterday like burnt out, so I had to stop. Every day it's you guys who are getting burnt out. I'm okay. And everybody seems to be worried about me being okay. Actually, I'm worried about you being okay by then. It's the reverse. Have you observed? It is the 10th house. How much energy do you have to work? That means your energy systems in your body is not working right. You are doing healing, you are doing all kinds of meditation, all kinds of food. You are the guys who are so bothered about right chai and rose chai and this chai. I am not bothered. Look at me. How much energy I have got. How come you don't have energy? So what is going wrong? Study your charts and study these 3 houses properly and the lords properly. Because the first calculation of longevity is from these 3 houses. The lords of the first house, 8th house and 10th house are taken for the first calculation of longevity. And if they are strong, you will live long. If they are not strong, you will die early. So make these three lords strong and live a full 108 years. If you can. So what have I taught you from this last two slides? It is your energy system. You think about your whole body as an energy system and manage your energy properly. And if you are going to manage your energy properly, you will live 108 years. That's what my Guru just said. I'm only 95. I got a couple of more years to go. Well, he didn't touch 108, of course. No way. But he went up to 96. And he was walking till the end. Right. He could walk long distance. Just one. You see that? That's my point. It has nothing to do with where you are living and what you are eating. It has to do with managing your energy. Okay, any questions on this? So now we have understood about Agni Tattva and the importance and the relationship between Agni Tattva and health. Right? If your energy cycle is good, your health is good. Your energy cycle is bad, your health is bad. Yeah.
According to this system, what amount of sleep should a person get? Is that something you can tell by looking at their chart, or is there a general rule as to how much sleep somebody should get?
Yeah, we can tell how much sleep they should get, ideally. And it all depends upon what spiritual practices you are doing. There are mantras by which you can stay awake for 72 hours. Prataro deva adivoshatano mano nidra ishat mot jadpi. Do not get sleep if I do this mantra. Okay. So there are mantras like that, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but in my experience, men need to cool down to go to sleep at night, and women need to get warm to go to sleep at night. Does that have anything to do with Mars? Or?
No, it is just your experience.
Okay, so it's not true. It's not true.
It's your chart. It is your chart. Perhaps you have a hot lagna and a cold 7th house. The lagna must be, you are Scorpio rising, right? So your lagna is ruled by Mars. You need to cool down. 7th house is ruled by Venus. It's too warm. That's why it's your experience. See, it is like this. It is just that it is your own cycle. You know your body. You are sensitive about your body. People should be sensitive like this. This is what they should be. They should be sensitive about what your body needs. If your body needs to sleep, sleep.
But I've slept with lots of women, and it's always the same.
The important thing, the important thing is
We should arrive with a bad name.
it is possible, but you must realize that whatever number that you may choose, there will always be that group which fit into your 7th house.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right? So we are clear on this, right? It is your, and he understands the system. His lagna is Mars, his 10th lord is Sun, and 8th lord is Mercury. So 2 factors out of 3 are pure energy. He's high energy person. You see that? Very high, very high energy, very strong Agni. So you got to balance that. So we need to understand what our body system is. And when we understand our body systems, depending upon the strength of the lords of these 3 houses, our natural management is good. Let us say somebody's lagna lord is very well placed. Then the person's overall management of energy in the day is very good. 8th lord is very well placed. His waking up energy is very good. 10th lord is very well placed. His work energy is very good. So depending upon these 3 lords, it shows how good your energy management is. Okay? Now, so Agni, you understand the importance of Agni and the energy that is required in your body. Dead men don't walk. Simple as that, right? You don't need a dictum for that, do you? You know that dead men don't walk. So the life is known from energy. If you have energy in your system, you are alive. If you have no energy, you are dead. That is why Mars decides that. When Mars cuts off your electricity, your body will crumble. It will just fall flat then and there. That is why one of the names, one of the sons of Mars is Mrityu, death. Death is the son of Mars, not the son of Saturn. Saturn is longevity. Saturn is longevity. It is Mars who is death. Understand the difference. Saturn would love if he could live in this planet for 500 years. And he had the pleasure of trying some nice Chinese torture for 200 years.
Yeah.
Right? He would love to try. Acupuncture with thick needles. Can you imagine? That's Saturn. He won't let you die. If you die, his fun is over. Mars, you don't have energy. That's it. You can't fight anymore. You can't hang on, get lost. That's it, over. That's Mars. So death comes when this energy system is plugged out. And there is one, believe me, one tiny generator in the body. There is only one generator. Do you know that there is a generator inside your body? It's called Atma. That is a generator. And the generator is called Atma, or the soul. And it is a spark of the size of the upper portion of your little finger. That is the length of that spark. And it is thin, 1/100th the thinness of your hair. It is a thin spark, 1/100th the thickness of your hair and of the length of your little finger. And that is the generator. So, who is the best engineer? Is it not God? With a tiny little thing like that, He causes this machine to function for 100 years. And we have huge generators making so much noise. And still we can't make a machine function for 50 years.
So Atma generates all the energy in the body?
Atma is the generator. When the Atma or the generator is removed from the body is without energy, it is dead.
So we generate physical, we can generate physical energy like chi or prana from Atma, from doing mantras or something.
Why? The Atma is the generator. Food is one of the fuels. One of the fuels is food. The generator is the Atma, the soul, the sun. And the wire, you have wires running out of the generator that go into all these things. That is Mars. Mars is your electrician, the naughty electrician. He puts wire sometimes there, sometimes he pulls that out, puts it there. Suddenly you find your leg is not working properly. Hey, it doesn't have energy. See that? All he did was to remove that, or maybe some wire got broken over there. Mars is the one who's taking the energy to different parts of the body. The generator is the sun, Atma. You get it? Are you able to understand the concept of energy? I want you to understand energy. The soul generates the energy. He is the generator. Food for, every generator. You buy a generator, you buy a Honda generator today, you will see you need to put gas in it. So like that you got to put food. And the food that we have got accustomed to is the food that we eat. But that doesn't mean that is the only food. There are other foods by which you can generate energy. Yeah.
So is the Atma Karaka related in a special way to the sun?
Yeah. The Atma Karaka is the way that generator generates. Somebody may buy a Honda generator, somebody may buy a Mitsubishi generator, somebody may buy a Toyota generator. There are 8 types of generators. So we need to find what kind of a generator was fitted in your system. That's Atma Karaka.
If the Atma Karaka is poorly placed, then that will reduce, say, the energy
Yeah,
available.
it's like when you go to a dealer, there are 30 different generators. So you may have got a good generator, you may have got a bad. Like there are all 50 Honda generators, but all 50 of the generators don't work the same. So even if the Atma Karaka is the same, there could be flaws. We actually need to study deeply how the generator is functioning. So we'll study that, but that is a separate study. So we now know that we need to study a generator and we need to study how the energy is distributed. The distributor. So Mars is like the distributor. You get the idea? I want you to get the fundamentals clear. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We understand Agni.